Dear Misty, my sister has been married for 22 years, and recently friends of the family have been telling her that her husband has been going out in drag. So she point blank asked him, and he denied it. Now there are pictures. How does she confront him, and does this mean he is gay? Oh, this is a very tough one. In fact, I was just emailing a girl who just broke up with a guy who likes to cross-dress in the bedroom. And at first she was okay with it, and now she's like, he wants to do it every time, and she was just over it and left. You know, and she was asking me, is he gay? I don't think he's, I never thought he was gay because he's so masculine and butch and things. And I'm like, no, it doesn't mean he's gay at all. In fact, I'm telling you the same thing. Cross-dressing is not a gay thing. Most people that actually cross-dress, most people that go out and buy lingerie and things are not gay. They're straight. Cross-dressing is a term used by people that are straight. If you're a cross-dresser, you're straight. It's so hard to be confused because there's transsexuals and there's drag queens. But cross-dressing is a coined term by the straight community for men that dress in women's lingerie or pantyhose or garter belts or high heels or bras for fetish. It's usually one of those items, and their focus is on it. Like, oh, I just need the pantyhose, I need the pantyhose, I need the pantyhose. They won't wear anything but pantyhose sometimes. They just want the pantyhose. Or they want the bra, or they want the panties, or they want the high heels. And it's all about whatever that fetish is that turns them on. Now, many of the cross-dressers are very masculine, and oftentimes they have what's called beards. And beards is a term coined by the gay community. Back in the day, like Rock Hudson and these famous movie stars would have beards, but they were women that were disguising them to make them look straight, because if they were with a woman or have had a girlfriend, no one would think they're gay. But a lot of these cross-dressers actually have beards on their face to make them look masculine. Again, their cross-dressing has nothing to do with looking like a real woman. It's about that article of clothing. And these are the people that go to like the secret sex shops and the secret online things and order things from the internet, like cross-dressing supplies. But more famously, we have drag queens. And drag queens have become very public, like with Vine and Lady Bunny and RuPaul and Kevin Eviance and Jackie Beat and Shishi LaRue. These drag queens have been very public and out in the public eye and mainstream. So most people think of them as cross-dressers, but that's not true. Most drag queens don't own sexy bras and sexy panties. I don't. My panties are like granny gross panties that are for like just to suck me in and keep the goods tucked away. Or they wear Gap and not even panties at all. So, yeah, back to your question. No, I don't think that he is gay. I mean, I don't know him. He could be gay. But just because he dresses up as a girl does not make him gay. Now, the problem with your situation is your husband or your sister's husband lied to her. That, to me, is the biggest problem with this story. She confronted him, and he denied it. And that, I think, is wrong. Without honesty, what do you have? And my biggest fault would be, and I told the girl that I was talking about earlier, I said the good thing for you is that he experimented with you in his fetish. He didn't seek people online and in chat rooms and secretly go out behind your back to have relations with strangers that let him dress up in these undergarments. He did it with you. And that's the problem here. You know, if it was my husband or my boyfriend, I would basically do almost anything that he wanted behind closed doors so that he wouldn't have to go out and seek it. If you put your mind on something, if you obsess about it, or if you fantasize about it enough, you're eventually going to want to try it, and you're going to find someone that's willing to do it with you. You ask the question, is he gay? But the real question is, can her marriage be saved? If he is not a gay man, yes. As long as she tells him, look, I have photos of you dressing in drag. I have a big problem with the fact that you lied to me. I have an even bigger problem with the fact that you thought you had to hide it from me. That you couldn't trust me to come to me with this. That would be my biggest problem. You know, why are we together if you can't trust me? And if you have something that you want, why can't you tell me? Why can't you say, look, I want to dress up as a frog and give you oral sex as a slutty frog? Okay, fine. Let's go get a frog costume. I don't mind. That has nothing to do with, it won't hurt me, it won't hurt you. No compromising of a person's safety is involved. Fine, let's go get froggy clothes. Whatever. You want me to be a raccoon or what? You want me to dress up as a kitty cat? I don't care. Miss Piggy. You can be a frog, I'll be Miss Piggy. Whatever. It's what happens behind closed doors is behind closed doors. The problem is that he took it outside of the house. Now, if he is a gay man, and or if he wants to be a transsexual, that's a whole nother Jerry Springer. Meaning, your relationship might not be saved. At these 22 years of marriage could be over. Unless, and this has happened all over the world, unless she can, if he is a woman trapped in a man's body and wants to become a transsexual, and if his wife, your sister, can support him in this, their marriage doesn't have to be over. She'll just start thinking of herself as a lesbian because once at the beginning of his transition, for the first couple of years, he will look like an ugly woman, and most people will know that he's a man. But eventually, he's going to look like a real woman. And well, it also depends on how old he is when he starts transitioning. But potentially, he could look like a real woman, and then people will start to think that she's a lesbian, and that's where she's going to have the issue. This question's all over the place. Okay. Sneaking out in drag, 22 years of marriage, gay. Did I answer your question? No, I don't think he's gay. Or he doesn't have to be. You have to find out if he's a tranny, or if he's a gay man that has been dressing in drag because he wants to be a drag queen. And for gay men, drag is not a secret thing. It's not something we do behind closed doors. It's something we want to do on stage. We want to do it in front of an audience. It's entertainment. You know, most drag queens don't want to be women. We just want to entertain. We want to lip sing and dance around and have fun. So that's what you need to find out. Is he a woman? Is he an entertainer? Or is he into fetish? Cross-dressing. That's the real question. And the fact that he lied to her, that's a big problem for me. I don't know. I hope I can help. Bye.